Right now at 10, debates over school consolidation. Residents in La Crosse voiced their opinions tonight after 2 elementary schools were recommended to close.
And Governor Evers' email address. The governor has been using an address named after a Hall of Fame pitcher.
Plus, a favorite La Crosse restaurant is closing. After almost 7 decades of service, Schmitty's will be shutting its doors.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A Wisconsin man accused of killing his pregnant girlfriend 2 years ago is now arrested in Missouri. The Missouri Police Department posted on Facebook they had arrested 26-year-old Jose Dominguez Garcia on Thanksgiving. An arrest warrant was issued for Dominguez Garcia in December of 2021 for the 2020 murder of his former girlfriend. According to the criminal complaint, the couple broke up in July of 2020 after she told Dominguez Garcia she was seeing someone else, and that man was the father of her unborn baby. She was reported missing just over 2 weeks later. Dominguez Garcia faces counts of first-degree intentional homicide, first-degree intentional homicide of an unborn child, and hiding a corpse.
La Crosse's Common Council is staying in a class action lawsuit against PFAS manufacturers. The council went into a closed session for 2 hours this afternoon. They discussed a settlement offer by 3M and DuPont, 2 of the largest producers of the forever chemicals. The council voted 11-0 to opt out of the settlement offer, so the city will remain on board. The class action suit filed 2 years ago.
3M and DuPont are the ones that have offered settlements, but there's a bunch of other companies that are also being sued. This conversation again will continue.
The council is also using $45,000 from the city's contingency fund to hire outside attorneys. Those attorneys will represent the city against some town of Campbell residents. Some residents recently filed civil lawsuits over PFAS contamination from the city-owned airport.
La Crosse School District residents are voicing their concerns as 2 elementary schools are about to be closed. A couple residents spoke up during the district's virtual public hearing tonight. The hearing was to let the public give some opinions on the Facility Advisory Committee's recommendation to close both Northwoods and Hinchin Elementary. The first speaker asked the school board not to close Hinchin. She said the principal and staff there are dedicated to their community, and Hinchin has an attendance rate higher than the state average. She says she doesn't buy the explanation that moving Hinchin kids gives the district a better socioeconomic balance.
As an example of pretending to support a vulnerable population while actually causing disruption to that population so as to avoid inconveniencing the families of higher socioeconomic status.
The second speaker criticized the idea of closing Northwoods. She says she worked for the district for 5 years and is a registered facility manager with the Department of Public Instruction. She says Emerson should close.
Northwoods offers the longest future lifespan. Other buildings should be replaced in 1 to 20 years. Emerson is one of those buildings, possibly the building that should be closed in 1 year. I find it hard to imagine that we would close Northwoods, the second newest building on our district with the largest green space, to rebuild at Emerson, the district's second smallest site.
An in-person public hearing is set for 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday at Hogan. And a reminder, the school board does not have to follow the Facility Advisory Committee's recommendation.
Governor Tony Evers used an alternate email under the name of a Hall of Fame Milwaukee baseball player. Evers' spokesperson confirmed today that Evers used a taxpayer-funded email account with the name warren.spawn@wisconsin.gov. Wisconsin Right Now first reported yesterday that Evers used the account to discuss public business with top-level cabinet appointees. Evers' spokesperson defended the email account, saying the use of an alias email address is common.
Definitely a cold day that we had today. Actually, the high temperatures that we saw were pretty close to what our average low is for this time of year. So definitely was cold out there. As you look at the highs here, barely above 20 up in Eau Claire, just didn't quite hit it. Otherwise 24 in La Crosse. So all in all, a quite chilly day. Right now, current temperatures quite chilly to the west because we have clearing skies up to the north. So they're going to be well below 0. We're going to get to the single digits, but the cloud cover has hung on, keeping those temperatures in the teens. But you can see 9 degrees right now in Mankato. So it's just going to start clearing out. Once it does, we're going to start seeing dry dropping temperatures. Overall, a lot of snow going on in the lake effect areas. That continues for the next couple days, but you can see the left edge of that cloud cover is beginning to push towards the area, and that's why we're going to see clearing skies overnight. You're going to wake up to chilly conditions. There's your wind chills in the middle there. We're going to be near zero, at least in La Crosse, and then climbing up only to about 20 by the noontime. The good news is the wind chill won't be much of a factor in the afternoon. Sub-zero potentially in Eau Claire and other areas, climbing up to about 18, and then we'll see conditions actually improve. So later on, we'll kind of break down the things, but it could be worse. You could be in Peters Sink, which was 41 below and 33 below, which I've been there. So we'll actually hit the 40s, but it'll be on the other side here in a little bit. I'll discuss all that a bit later.
Okay, sounds good, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you. Well, the new year will feel a little different for staff and customers at one Southside staple. After 68.5 years of business, Schmitty's is saying goodbye.
Yeah, the restaurant has been serving La Crosse since 1955 when Bob Schmidt's parents bought the place. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Bob Schmidt has been part of the restaurant since the beginning. He says it's always been a family-run business. Schmidt spoke to his kids about taking over, but they weren't interested, leaving him to sell the iconic eatery.
It's been in my blood my whole life, and it's difficult to move on, but it's also time. It's time for someone else to move Schmitty's ahead.
Dave Clements grew up eating at Schmitty's.
My mother got hired in Schmitty's in 1955 as the first cook, and I've been coming here since then. I was 5 years old at the time.
The restaurant has been a critical part of his life since he was 5 years old. He's one of the many customers sad to see the beloved restaurant close.
It's hard. I mean, I've been 68 years of being a customer here, and knowing the family and just the whole thing it's not an easy thing to see happen.
Schmidt says he'll miss the people the most.
I've always felt that we're one big family. People come in here to meet their old friends, and they also come here to make new friends.
Schmidt says he hopes someone buys the restaurant and continues its legacy. And once it's sold, he's hoping to come in and relax.
With the holidays quickly approaching, it's time to send some letters to Santa. And elves at the City of La Crosse Parks, Rec and Forestry Department are here to make sure your letters get to St. Nick. So each year, elves come all the way from the North Pole to La Crosse to collect letters for Santa. And these letters should be sent to the address right there on your screen. And this year, letters postmarked by December 10th will be answered by the man in the red suit himself. So just make sure to include your name and address so his elves know where to send that response.
Well, an EMT's near-perfect attendance and unwavering spirit is getting her recognized all over Farmington.
We congratulate this month's hometown hero right after this.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or just announced just in time for Black Friday. Get $4,000 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. That's 8% below MSRP.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday extended event going on now. Join us for more unbeatable Black Friday-like deals store-wide while supplies last. Like over 65% off these velvet animal throws, just $7.99. Over 55% off this vacuum sealer starter kit, $49.99. Women's Alfred Dunner fashion collections half price. And get a free $15 gift card when you spend $75 on Purina Pro Plan pet food. Don't miss your last chance to save with extended Black Friday-like deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
A woman who is truly doing God's work. That's how our latest hometown hero is described by her colleague at Farmington Emergency Medical Team.
That's right. Trudy Swenson has been a volunteer EMT for over 37 years in Farmington, Wisconsin. She rarely misses a call, is extremely dedicated to her work, but it's her connection with the community that really sets her apart. It's why she's this month's hometown hero.
When you've been in the game as long as Trudy has, people are going to know you by name.
She arrives on scene. Oh, Trudy, oh, Trudy. It's really nice to see.
Trudy has volunteered as an EMT with the Farmington Emergency Medical Team for 37 years. She started this journey when she realized her small community had limited access to care.
We live in a very rural area, and I've always wanted to help get first aid and medical care to people as quick as possible because the hospitals are so far away.
And how things have evolved since her first day.
37 years ago, we just had a small first aid kit, one oxygen tank, one radio, and we didn't even have pagers back then.
Now Trudy has one and
full medical kit, a defibrillator, and an oxygen tank in the trunk of my car.
So when Trudy's calling calls, she's ready, even at the most inconvenient times.
My pager's gone off and I've had to leave in the middle of holiday dinner.
She responds to just about every call that comes into Farmington.
And for Trudy, most of those calls are personal. After years of care, she's formed deep bonds with her patients and their families.
My son suffered a cardiac arrest, and she was one of the first ones there. I get emotional.
Her relationships are without a doubt the most rewarding part of her job.
It's knowing your patients and their families, and knowing that someone is coming to help them, that they know and that they can trust.
But it can also be the toughest.
You feel like you don't get there quick enough and you don't do enough. The outcome isn't always the best.
But just like her passion for people, her resilience is unwavering, and she has no plans of stopping anytime soon.
No, not even close. No, I love what I do. I love helping people, and if I can make a difference in my community, that's my goal.
For News 8 Now, I'm Emily Brown.
She sure has a special spirit. I would like to mention earlier this year, Trudy also received the First Responder of the Year award for the 94th Wisconsin Assembly District, and I have a feeling she has many more to come.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well deserved on both those fronts.
Yep.
Great story.
Thank you.
Well, still to come, helping the community stay warm.
Gunderson Health System's annual blanket drive kicked off today, and they're hoping to make it the best one yet.
As we end the month of November, we've been on a nice slide of temperatures all the way down to below average, but that's going to turn around as we start the month of December. I'll break down when we might see 40 and when we might see some rain or snow coming up. All that on your First Warn Weather update after the break.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Water Works. For more than 30 years, American Water Works has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months, plus $1,750 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.wisconsinwarm.org. www.kwwf.org.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by
Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners can use Red Tag bonus cash to get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, today is the first day of Gunderson Health System's 16th annual blanket drive, where folks are encouraged to donate new blankets to the hospital.
The event is sponsored by the Gunderson's Department of Nursing and the local nonprofit Sleep in Heavenly Peace through December 15th. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis has the story.
Ken, Emily, I got a chance to speak to one of the founding mothers of the blanket drive, and she said this idea started from a simple conversation during lunch.
The Gunderson Blanket Drive is a program we started in 2006 to wrap the community in warmth, which was thought of by a small group of nurses to do something back, give back to the community.
Edie Kubicek is a registered nurse at Gunderson who has worked there for over 30 years and was actually a part of that small group of nurses. Over the years, they've received many thank you letters and gifts for their good work in the community.
Me and some close nurses sat at a table in our big cafeteria and said, what can we do to give back to the communities? Lo and behold, back then, we never thought it would still be going this strong today.
Going strong could be an understatement compared to what the numbers indicate.
On average, we collect anywhere from 400 to 1,500 blankets each year.
After the blankets are collected, they are distributed to the organizations who ask Gunderson for a hand.
We have so much need from organizations that reach out to us. So these blankets go anywhere from 5 to 20 different organizations.
Organizations like the Red Cross, YMCA, Women and Children's Centers, and even to organizations outside of Wisconsin.
I usually take a bunch of blankets even down to the Iowa chapter and they distribute them there as well.
As for the blankets, they are asking for something new, not old.
We do want new blankets of all different shapes and sizes. We do take brand new homemade blankets.
Here she gives an example of what a donated blanket could look like.
This blanket we just received today from somebody named Emily Brown. So it's a great example of the type of blankets we receive, and it's so colorful and it will wrap somebody up and they'll be so appreciative. So if you're out there, Emily, thanks for this great donation.
Great co-worker, sweeter person. But if you'd like to donate to the Gunderson Blanket Drive and help keep your community warm, head over to our website, news8000.com, for more details. Ken, Emily?
Well, thank you, Shaq. It just so happened I had a few extra good quality blankets and right on me, so I gave them to Shaq for the story. So I'm glad they're going to good use.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Way to start off the donation drive.
All right. Well, now we're going to send it over to Greg. We're going to be needing some blankets in our forecast here. What's it looking like?
Yeah, definitely going to need the blankets for tomorrow morning, the heated ones, with the way the wind chill is going to be. Really the pattern right now, we've had the cold air come across. It's affecting the lakes right now. They're seeing quite a bit of lake effect snow. But out to the west, not much to see in any type of storm system. So that's why our weather's going to be fairly quiet as we go through really most of this week. But as you wake up tomorrow morning, we're still looking at single digits with that west wind. So there will be a wind chill. By about noon, we're starting to see temperatures around 21 degrees or around that time. You can start seeing the winds begin to turn around from the southwest, which indicates that we are going to see some warmer conditions eventually. Cloud cover out there will hang around through the afternoon hours, getting about to mid to upper 20s. Our average should be about the mid to upper 30s for most locations. And tomorrow evening, notice the temperatures will probably be about 10 degrees warmer just because of the winds coming out of the southwest. But we will start seeing some clearing skies Tuesday late into Wednesday morning. But it's not going to be anywhere close to as cold as it's going to be tomorrow morning, given the wind chill should be sub-zero in a lot of locations, maybe as low as 5 to 10 below. Once we get to about 7 or 8, we'll start seeing some improvement, but it's not really till about noon that we're going to start seeing them come into the teens. And then in the afternoon, even with that southwest wind, it'll still be enough to give you some wind chill, occasionally getting down to 10, but it shouldn't be as bad as what we're going to see tomorrow morning. Overall, big picture shows as the system kicks to the east, winds start turning around to the west, so there's your warmth coming Wednesday. That'll actually allow our temperatures to boost up probably near 40, and then we have a weak front that's going to kind of dive south. That'll come across or just scoot through the area probably Thursday, turning the winds around the northwest, maybe a shower with that, but that doesn't look that really good possibility with that, and not much cold air behind this. So we will see our temperatures drop probably by Friday, but it's nothing like we're going to see that we currently have the temperatures in the 20s. The system that we're watching this weekend is something we'll have to keep an eye on. Right now, chances are coming up a little bit with rain coming or snow Saturday night into Sunday. That's when the system lifts north. The rain-snow line is going to be somewhere in the area, and how much we get still is a lot dependent. But that's what you're seeing your chances now as we look at what we do know and don't know right now. We do know we're going to see some accumulation with this through the area. There could be travel impacts. Obviously, that Saturday night would be probably the key into early Sunday morning. Once again, it's not really cold behind the system either, so we're not going to see a big drop-off in temperatures, but just keep in tune, and we'll keep updating this. But there is a potential for some snow accumulation coming into Saturday night and Sunday, depending on location. As we get closer to the event, we'll break that down a little better. There's your probability of snow right now. It's still to the northeast, but that could change and expand, and of course, the chances will start increasing with that as we get closer. Notice the temperatures too, not a lot of blue going on to most of this week. We're actually going to start seeing a little pink, which means a little bit above average or real close to it. So that means as we get toward the point, we're going to see more 40s. But tomorrow, not going to be the case. We're going to see mid to upper 20s for most locations. As we go down further south, it's once again mid to upper 20s with a little bit of a southwest wind in the afternoon, and up to the north, still struggling with the mid 20s. And as we go even further north to Ladysmith and those areas, just barely getting into the 20s. But that does change as we go to the 8-day forecast. Once we get to Wednesday, we're going to see temperatures in the low 40s and then cool off just slightly by Friday behind a front. And then we have our rain snow chances coming in Saturday night into Sunday. More to come on that. But even behind that system, we're not seeing any of the cold air as we go into the first full week of December. So the next 24 hours, once we get past that, I think we'll be done with at least the single digits for a while. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, I think we can handle 24 hours.
Yeah, we can do that. Just tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Greg, thanks very much. Hey, coming up next in sports, the Badgers were back at home tonight looking for their 4th straight win. Plus, the Whitehall boys basketball team made it to state back in March, and the Norse were looking to open this season with a dub. Rob's in next.
You live a life on demand. Movies, shows, and more. Your local news, weather, and sports shouldn't be different. The 8000 Plus app is the free streaming option, giving you everything local on your time. If you have one of these, you can get this.
Toyotathon is on! Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're gonna need a bigger tree.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
The Treehouse, treasures from the heart.
The Treehouse Gift and Home on Alaska. Escape, relax, browse in our 10,000 square foot gift shop. Shop thousands of gift ideas and allow our trusted professionals to help you breathe new decorative life into your favorite holiday spaces. Come make shopping local a family tradition and spin the new prize wheel during our Friends and Family event, Thursday through Saturday, November 30th through December 2nd. May God bless you and your family this holiday season.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like pleasing. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Toyotathon is on! Make your holidays a little more magical with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
High school hoops are heating up throughout the Cooley region. Many of our area squads have yet to tip off the regular season, though, Whitehall being one of them. The Norse made it all the way to Green Bay back in March. They were looking to start this season off with a win. Let's go to Buffalo County. State runner-up from last season, Whitehall, on the road tonight in Gilmanton, taking on those Indies. Home team, hot to start. Xavier Santillan is going to drain the three. Independence Gilmanton strikes first, but the Norse, they answer right back. And the senior, Braden Lazowski, was on fire in this one, knocks down the three. Much more from him in this one later on. Then later in the half, Indies staying in the fight. Brandon Silla gets free, banks home the triple. The senior puts his squad up 3. Norse moving the ball nicely, though. Check out this pass from Lazowski down low to Mason Plentock for the score. Whitehall within 1. Then more pretty ball movement. Again, it's Plentock putting it in. And then on the break, it's going to be Grant Olson finishing this off ahead of the pack. Norse, they go up 5. Other end, look at the effort here from Carlos Flores, the junior. Can't get it to go the first time, but he stays with it. Goes up strong for the putback. It's back to a 3-point game. But Whitehall whipping that rock around. Preston Schroeder lays it up and in to put the Norse back up 5. Then it's Seth Lambeck driving to the hole, kissing it off the glass for 2 more. Indy's not backing down, though. Grady Meyer looking for an opening. He's going to find it. Nice footwork from the junior. Cuts the deficit back to 3. But the Norse pulling away, and it's Lazowski pulling from all over the court. Rattles home the corner 3. Then knocks down another. Indies put up a fight, but the Norse opened their season with the win on the road, 76-62. To Royal we go. Panthers made it to Green Bay as well back in March. They were hosting Westby. First half, Norse getting active on the defensive end. Blake Sutton gets the big block. Then on the other end, it's Caleb Johnson dropping his defender with the nasty step back. He's going to drill it from deep. That ties this one up. Panthers would respond, though. Big fella, Tucker Wilds, is that right? He expands his range outside, knocks down the 3 ball. But the senior was too much for the Norse. This time, bullies his way to the basket, banks it home for 2. Panthers would take this one 59-40. Down the road at Hillsborough High, the Tigers clashing with Mauston, pick it up second half. First play, Carmen Erickson gets the steal, takes it all the way, lays it up and in. Tigers try and fight their way back here. Golden Eagles respond, though. Ella Franek drives in the paint, banks it home. Nice, increases Mauston's lead to 17. Hillsborough tries to come back. Elena Clark fights her way through the contact, gets the lay in a fall. But off the steal, Caitlin Lavole takes it home, scoops it up and in. Golden Eagles get the win, 51-36. Let's go to Madison. Badgers back home looking for their 4th straight win, taking on Western Illinois. Wisconsin wasting no time. A.J. Storr hits the 3. 7-0 run by the Badgers to start. Then it's the Big Ten Freshman of the Week staying hot. John Blackwell drains the triple. The Badgers kept it going in the second half. Tyler Wall taking it strong to the hole. He goes off the window for 2. Badgers go up 14, and then more from Wall later on. Pretty baby hook in the lane. All Badgers, they get their 4th straight win, 71-49. All right, Vikings taking on the rival Bears tonight at home. Minnesota down by 6 late, but nice connection there to T.J. Hawkinson. Pretty pass from Joshua Dobbs. Vikings go ahead by 1, but how about the Bears? Chicago marches down the field. Cairo Santos plays the hero tonight. This one, Bears pull off the upset. Surprising win there. 12-10 is your final score. Any given Sunday or any given Monday,
I mean,
it can happen.
I think this means the Packers are going to go on to win the NFC North.
I was going to say that, man. I mean, those last 2 wins are big. Obviously, this Sunday's huge against the Chiefs. Yep. Packers-Chiefs, Sunday Night Football.
Absolutely.
Mahomes' first game at Lambeau.
Really?
Which was surprising. I think they have played before.
Really?
Yeah,
he
in
might
Arrowhead.
have been hurt in that game.
Okay.
So this is his first game.
Okay, well, that'll be an experience for him, for all of us.
Yes, and your streak is over
It's
because
done.
the Lions did not get it done.
Yep, they didn't, and the Texans didn't win, and so
tough weekend
I
for you.
concede. Yeah, it was very tough.
All
The
right.
only ounce of football I saw was the Dolly Parton
yes,
halftime
of course.
show. That was it, actually.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
American
American icon right there.
All
We will
right,
be
we'll
right
see
back
that
after
comes.
this.
Okay.
It's Menards Save Big Money Sale. All prices after mail-in rebate. Get shockingly good deals. Like this remote-controlled dual outlet, just $4.99. Measured twice and cut once. Pick up a 2-pack of tape measures for just $10.99. A 4-piece utility knife set is only $2.99. Shower and savings with this chrome combo shower head, just $69.99. And you won't believe this one. A 5-piece paint kit is free. That's right, free after rebate during Menards Save Big Money Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
One of the best selections of commercial vehicles in the Midwest can be found at Osseo Automotive in Osseo. From medium-duty trucks and vans to super-duty work trucks, cube vans, chassis cabs, and more, you'll find the most popular commercial vehicles from Ford and Chevrolet all in one location. Take advantage of Section 179 tax savings before the end of the year. Get to work with a new commercial truck or van from Osseo Automotive in Osseo. Shop online at OsseoAutoCommercial.com.
30 years ago, it was my job to convince people to buy overpriced stuff they couldn't afford, they didn't want, and they didn't even need. Well, after doing that for 2 years, I decided people need to be informed, not convinced. So don't you think it's time to discover Firefighters Credit Union, where you can be informed and not convinced?
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
We are all here to support one another.
Hi, I'm Greg.
Hi, Greg.
I bought our vacuum at a box store. I was shopping for groceries and I came out with a vacuum.
I did the same. I was shopping for clothes.
Candles.
Kitty litter.
Hey, group, we're not here to judge. We all made the same mistake before deciding to go to A1 Vacuum to make the right purchase. I'm sorry.
Kitty litter.
Our business is picking up.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
And just make it like 30 seconds, but Twitter or a CNN news source.
The new year.
And it had nothing to do with long lines this holiday season.
Pick out plays that you want from it.
For Canine
Oh, no, we're allowed to
Calendar,
use CNN.
it highlights hardworking canines from across the nation. There are more than 1,000 explosive detection dogs featured. The cover girl is Dina, the winner of the 2023 Cutest Canine Contest.
And the German short-haired pointer works at Harry Reid International Airport in Vegas. Calendar can be downloaded on the agency's website.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting right to it. Look at those faces.
I love it. We'll leave you with those images right after this.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months plus $1,750 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. Join us for more unbeatable Black Friday-like deals store-wide while supplies last. Like half off these printed and solid throws, $14.99 each. Over 60% off this 50-foot extension cord, now $29.99. Save 55% on these Flex Head wrench sets, only $44.99. And for rewards members, select Cadet dog treats or buy one, get one free. Don't miss your last chance to save with extended Black Friday-like deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
However Whatever you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners can use Red Tag bonus cash to get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
All right, you wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to be in the single digits. Wind chills could be sub-zero. Cold tomorrow, but then, yes, we climb out of it. 42 for Wednesday, and seasonal pretty much for the rest of the time frame.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that one, Greg.
Yeah, thanks for joining us at 10.